Hey everyone, some very exciting news has dropped about OpenRCT2. Well, when you've played RCT2, probably at some point you have run into one of the limits, like the maximum amount of rides you can select, or maximum amount of scenery, or even the maximum amount of objects you can place on the map, or the maximum amount of guests you can have in the map, etc, etc. Well, to fix all these limits, or to remove these limits, a new save file format is necessary. Well, for a long time, this save file format was always thought to be far away, but right now there's actually a test build for it. So that's very exciting, and another thing that's exciting is that you can actually help make it better. So, if you go on my Discord or any of the other RCT2 Discords, you can find, in most of them at least, you can find an announcement that brings you to a Reddit post about this new save file format. So let's go to it. I actually already had it open here. So after speaking about it for years, we are finally getting near the point where the new save file format is ready for testing. We would like to help with that to ensure that no park is broken and everything works correctly. And this post will tell you everything you need to know. So yeah, just go over this post. You can find it on the RCT subreddit, reddit.com/r/RCT. Should be somewhere on the top. Post by Gymnasiast90, who is one of the OpenRCT2 developers. Okay, well, just give this a read, and then there's this Google document that you can read here, called .park testing. .park will be the new extension for the save files. Okay, in this document you can see some of the changes that have been made near some of the limits that are increased. So you can have map sizes bigger than 256 by 256. Well, it's also stop patrol areas, ride queues, and shops, which have been changed. You can have more than 4 park entrances, more than 2 guest spawns, more than 255 rides, and more than 10,000 entities, guests, staff, vehicles, etc. So that's the infamous sprite limit. And every object type, you can also select more of them. Another big one is footpaths have been split into surfaces and railings. We'll see that in a minute. Track designs don't have a new save file format yet, so there are still some limitations in that. And there's new object types, station, terrain. Well, yeah, we'll see those later as well. Alright, well, when you want to download this build, because I assume you will want to try this out, here's the different versions. For most of you, if you're not sure what kind of version you need, just take the top one, which is the Windows 64-bit. So if you click it, you can click the link, and then it allows you to download a folder, a zip file. To see this link, you have to be logged in GitHub. So go to github.com and log in, and then click the link, or else it will take you to a page that says the link you clicked doesn't work. So log in and then download this file. I will now just download it. Okay, that was done pretty quickly. It can take a bit longer for you. I will just open it. Well, there's 3 different files in there. The easiest way is just to use the middle one, the portable release. That's easiest to use. So I will just extract this. Okay, it wants to extract it to OpenRCT2 portable release. I'm okay with that. It may want to do it in your original OpenRCT2 folder. Since it's a test build, I would really recommend not to extract this folder to your OpenRCT2 folder, but really make it a separate folder. So here in Documents I have my OpenRCT2 folder. I will just keep it in a separate folder. Alright, so now in my Documents folder I have this folder, OpenRCT2 Portable Release x64. So now first thing I'm going to do in this folder is make a new save folder. I'm just going to copy my mega park from my normal save folder and just copy it to the new one. That's just as a backup, since I want to be able to keep opening this old file. I don't want anything to happen to it. So as a safety measure, I'm just going to make a backup, and I will open this copy of the save file in the new branch, in the new save file format branch, just to make sure nothing happens with it. Okay, just going to open this file. Now, Windows doesn't like me running it, but I will run it anyway. Okay, this is the new save file format branch. Now, continue playing a saved game. Now, it does still open the default save folder, but I will just navigate to the new one. Okay, here we have my mega park. If you follow my channel, you probably are quite familiar with this park. Okay, let's just go over some of the really cool changes that we can see. So now when we place a path, just like in RCT1, you can actually select the queue type that you want. And you can also select the railing type. For example, let's have a normal wooden path with a yellow queue. Why not? Why not? And there we go. Now we have the queue path, which is normally blue, but now it's yellow with this nice wooden texture under it. I am already loving this. So yeah, this is a feature that has been brought back like the way it was in RCT1. I think this is already a very incredible feature. Now, this may not completely work yet for custom footpaths. It only works for, I believe it only works for custom, well, you can make custom railings and custom path types, and then you can mix those together. But yeah, probably the OpenRCT2 developers will have a better explanation for that. So that's already pretty cool. Well, in the original RC2, we could have, I believe we could have around 9,600 guests if there were no vehicles in your park. Let's add in some extra guests in the park. Oh, and we're already over 10,000 guests. So yeah, this is something that will be really cool for when you're making bigger parks. Probably a lot of them will immediately return to the exit since it's way too crowded here. But yeah, this is already really cool. Okay, that's another addition to this new save file format. Remember, this is just a test. Probably if you save in this file format, you may not be able to load it in a later format, so always keep a backup on of your park. Okay, let's go to object selection. Now, in the object selection, you can see I have 128 rides selected, maximum 2047. So yeah, I would pretty much be able to select all of the rides that I have. That's amazing. That's a really good job from the developers. So yeah, no longer you will have to choose the rides what you want. You can just select all of them. But remember that if you use a lot of custom rides, well, they will all be saved in your save file. So your save file will probably get really big and might be more difficult to share if you include a lot of custom rides. So keep that in mind. Also, I could select all of these now, so that's really nice. We can have more scenery groups. Now, not really sure how that's gonna look here if I add more of them. Yeah, I cannot see them here on this. So I've selected more themes, but I don't actually see them here. So probably this has to be made wider, but that's probably something still to implement for the developers. Oh wait, I had to exit the object editor, and now I can actually see the theme. So yeah, the window actually has been made wider. So that's really nice. A really cool addition. Okay, what else do we have? We still have all the entrances and exits, palettes. Okay, custom music. Well, you can also disable music styles now. You can also, yeah, not really sure how fleshed out this custom music is, but it might be cool if, well, in the end, we can add our own music files to the game. Not really sure, but it's probably explained in the document which I showed earlier. Okay, and here we have the footpath surfaces. There's quite a few you can select. And here then we have separately we have the footpath railings. So yeah, it's really cool that you can mix and match them. And here you can also see separate queues. So the path surfaces have been separated from the queue surfaces. If we go to advanced, we can also see some extra stuff here. Here we have terrain surfaces. So the terrain surface tiles have also been added as objects. No, I don't see the RCT1 surfaces here, while I do see them here. Perhaps it's because this... oh, I can actually select them. So not really sure what's up with that. Maybe it's something that still has to be added. Not really sure. I also see some of the wall styles here. That's really cool. And then we have the other stuff here as well. Now, in this test version, I believe the staff limit has not been upgraded yet, but a lot of other limits already have. We can use the console command show limits. So the sprite limit has been upgraded to 65,535. Well, that's really a lot. The previous limit was, I believe, it was 9,600. So that's almost 7 times as much. That's really incredible. So we could have a lot more guests in the park. Of course, we still do have to consider performance and crowdedness in the park. Hey, map elements. Well, you can have a lot more stuff in your park now. So previously, yeah, I believe it was around 1.6 million. Not really sure, 1.3 million. But now that limit has been made 10 times as high, it looks like. So yeah, you could cram a lot more objects in the park. Again, if you put too many objects in your park, your game will probably run a bit slower. Now, I see the ride limit has also been increased to 1,000, previously 255. So I could keep building in my mega park if I wanted. Staff limit still 200. And you can probably also have more images. Not really sure what the previous limit was. That's really nice. Now, here's something else which I want to show you. So let's enable sandbox mode, and then we go to the map. And well, I'm already zoomed out to the fullest. So can you change the scaling? Okay, and now let's just increase the map size. So hey, you thought my mega park was big? Well, we can go much bigger than that. Well, obviously it will be very difficult to fill a map like that. But yeah, no longer we are limited to 254 by 254. You can make your map much bigger now. I believe the limit is now somewhere around 1,000. But yeah, good luck filling that. This park already took me several months to build. So imagine how long it would take to fill a map that's even bigger than this. Okay, yeah, that was everything I wanted to show you about this test build. In the document, or I believe in the Reddit post, it also shows you where you should report any bugs you find. So if you find a bug that's also in the normal game, you should file a report in a different place than when you find a bug that's only in this new version of the game. And then the developers will do their best to check your bug and try to resolve it. But yeah, I'm very excited for this new save file feature. Of course, it's still very much in development. There will probably be different versions of this new save file format. So always just keep backups of any parks which you continue building in this save file format. Yeah, I just recommend always keeping for example, for this mega park, I just make sure I keep an SV6 version, so the old save file format. Just so I always have a version that I can still open in case this new save file format gets superseded by a newer save file format version. Alright, yeah, I hope to see many of you help test this new save file format. The developers would really appreciate it. Hey, I hope this video is useful for you, and I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.